Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip from fat activist Virgie Tovar. In this classic clip, she's going to be talking about the social etiquette involved around getting a piece of cake at work. If you're not currently subscribed, please consider subscribing today and turning on bell notifications. Also, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Hi, I'm award-winning fat activist and professional feminist killjoy Virgie Tovar.
What awards?
And I'm here today to talk to you about an epidemic that's affecting women everywhere.
Just women?
It's called CRFI.
Cockroach Fiduciary Institution. At it again.
If you're like many women, you've been to a birthday
I am like many women.
party or a small office gathering, an event that's meant to bring people together. There's swinging tunes, some adult beverages, and good convo.
There's supposed to be good convo at these things? I must have not been going to the right ones. I don't know. I've never been to a good office party, or one that didn't even suck at all. Oh, that's weird.
And then it comes time to cut the cake, and someone decides to ruin everything.
Oh my God, that slice is huge. That slice is bigger than Beyonce's paycheck. Can you cut me half of that?
Get out. Get the fuck out of my party, you stupid piece of shit. What the fuck? Do you want a smaller piece of cake, you dumb bitch? You just ruined the whole event, thanks. Sorry, Becky, your birthday party's over. This bitch wants a smaller piece of cake. Just when you think you know a person.
A cake-related fatphobic incident, or CRFI,
It happens so often that we need an acronym for it. The CRFI, or cake-related fat incident, is an ever-present villain in all of our lives.
is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse.
What if we don't think cake is that delicious, you know? Maybe not everybody thinks that the stuff that you like is that good. You know what I mean? Maybe everybody's not into what you're into. I know it's a crazy idea to think that not everybody thinks and feels the way that you do. Maybe to some people, delicious cake is just some stupid bread with sugar in it and they're not really into it. Oh, no. Those people are fat phobic, sorry. Look at the look on her face. She's like, listen, girl, I got the inside scoop right here, and I'm about to tell you about it. She's got that look on her face like she's about to give you some inside information. She's like, come here. I have a bigger piece of cake, stupid. Come here, hey, you, come here. Shh. Keep it down, don't tell anybody this. I have a bigger piece of cake. That's just between you and me. Shh. Keep that on the DL, okay?
Inevitably, there's always someone at the party who has to declare publicly that their slice is too large.
We don't care if you think the slice is too large, Jan. Just eat it. You're ruining everybody's birthday party. Why would it be everybody's birthday party? I don't know. Shut up. This is my story.
And that the person who's cutting the cake, almost invariably a woman, must do something.
What? Almost invariably a woman. The patriarchy has extended to office parties now. Always making a woman cut the cake. Dude, typical.
Disproportionate amount of labor in order to
A disproportionate amount of labor the woman has to do to cut the cake? Okay. If cutting cake is labor to you, maybe you should get out more. Maybe that person asked for a smaller slice because they saw how laborious it was for you to cut the cake. They saw you over there sweating like, and they're like, whoa, I'll just have a sliver. You look like you're about to pass out. All the labor from cutting this cake that us women have to endure.
accommodate their need to feel superior.
What? You are projecting hard, Virgie. You are so projecting.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Stupid men. Making women cut cake and then sometimes wanting it to be smaller? Oh my God. Men are ruining this whole entire planet. Besides building everything, they're also ruining it.
Can you do a little bit, just like, can you like scrape all the frosting off and...
Can I do what now? You want me to scrape the frosting off of your piece of cake? That's the most fat... Yeah, hold on. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we could absolutely do that. But, what's that on your shirt? Did you get some frosting on your shirt over there? What is that? What? Oh, I got something on my shirt. Oh, why don't I just go ahead and slowly look down at it? Don't you ever try to have a smaller piece of cake. Make me feel self-conscious about my piece that is 5 times larger than a normal piece. How dare you? These type of shenanigans happen so frequently that we should come up with an acronym for it. How dare you smile at me like that after you just turned down my cake? You bigot.
Cut it in half and give me 2 forks, because I'm sharing.
Dude, get out. You're fired. This just in, you're fired.
Smaller.
And don't try to look all sassy after you ask for a smaller piece of cake. I hate that. I'll just have a small piece of cake. Ooh, woo. Shut up. Maybe I could just have a little tiny sliver of cake. Cynical dude, stop doing that. It's disturbing. Little bit of cakey wakey. God, I hate that.
Like a little bit more, like tiny, no, like less.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Less than what you're smaller, please.
You will have a giant piece of cake or you will get the hell out of this office right now.
Could you just cut my piece into 12 equal symmetrical little pieces?
Dude, didn't we fire you a long time ago? Why are you even at this party? What the hell? Cut your cake into 12 small symmetrical pieces for you. Sure. What's that on your Sorry, I need to stop uppercutting people. Is this why they don't invite me to the Christmas party anymore? Well, I did uppercut several people.
Put each one into a tiny little Tupperware so that I can have a bite for each month of 2018.
Oh yeah, is this how people act that don't want a big giant piece of cake? So if you don't want a giant piece of cake, you must have OCD or whatever like this chick. You must want your cake cut into 12 small, perfectly symmetrical pieces that you can divide among 12 months. Wanting a smaller piece of cake is in line with neurodivergence, apparently. Do you want a smaller piece of cake or do you have Tourette's? I don't know. Do you want a smaller piece of cake or do you have OCD? I don't know. Pretty much anybody who doesn't want a giant piece of cake has some sort of thing going on up here.
Thanks.
Dude, like I said, we fired you a long time ago. I don't know why you're at this Christmas party. I'm about to call the police.
Smaller.
Let's take a step back and
Yeah, let's take a step back and look at the way that this person looked at this cake.
let's take a step back and
I love that B-roll, dude. How much did they pay you for this? Hold on, let's take one more look.
let's take a step back.
Alright, so look down at the cake and then smile. But do that weird smile where you get your tongue in there somehow. Do that like uncomfortable smile when you're not really happy, but you're trying to look happy. I don't know how you got the tongue in there. That was weird. Alright, hold the cake and then look down at it and look all excited and crap. Okay, but it's just a cake though. It is just a stupid cake. Yeah, and then when you look all excited, smile. But do that weird smile where you get your tongue in there. Like when you're not really smiling, but you're forced to smile because you're in an awkward situation. Okay, like this. Yeah, perfect. Action. Mwah, this is gold, baby. This is gold. You're gonna be a star, baby. I want to do B-roll footage, damn it. Dude, I want to be guy slowly drinking coffee. Or I could also be dude looking all thoughtful and shit. Watch this. Watch this. What is life, dude? You know? Damn. Fucking deep, son. So many deep thoughts going on in there, dude. Yup. See? See? I could look all deep and stuff, dude. Dang.
And view what's happening
This chick just holding this cake and smiling like that is very unnerving. I don't know why.
through a critical
Oh my god, how long is this shot going to last? Keep smiling. Keep holding the cake.
feminist lens.
Okay, thank God they let that shot end. She was just like, dude, turn off the freaking camera. I've been staring at the camera, it's smiling for 20 seconds. This is going on forever. Okay. You can stop filming now. Oh, this cake is so crazy. Okay. Cut. Go ahead. Cut. Cut. All right. God, how long do you want me to hold this stupid cake and smile? God.
CRFIs typically
All right, for this shot, we want you to just stare at the cake all weird like. Go.
happen in environments where there are primarily
All right, this person is rocking the cake like a baby now. I guess we're doing improv.
or exclusively women.
Although, honestly, I kind of like it. We're not cutting it. We're leaving it.
Women are disproportionately
We're going to have to hire her back. I like that little baby rock thing she did. That was some nice improv.
negatively affected by diet culture because diet
What is this look that she's looking at the cake like?
culture maps on
She was like very apprehensive. All right, I got distracted with all the looks on everybody's face. Let's go back and actually listen to what Virgie's saying. I know it sounds like a moronic idea, but let's do it.
Pieces and put each one into a tiny little Tupperware so that I can have a bite for each month of 2018. Thanks. Smaller.
Let's take a step back and view what's happening through a critical feminist lens.
Through a critical feminist lens. Okay.
CRFIs typically happen in environments where there are primarily or exclusively women.
CRFIs happen primarily where there are women. Okay.
Women are disproportionately negatively affected by diet culture
Okay.
because diet culture maps onto sexism. Like many parts of diet culture, there is a significant performance component. You have to show others that you are being good.
You have to show others that you are being good in diet culture. So when somebody asks for a smaller piece of cake, they don't want a smaller piece of cake. They have been brainwashed by diet culture. It is up to us to liberate them from diet culture by forcing them to eat a larger piece of cake. Right? Whoa, 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 that is a very oppressed size of cake. Let me give you a liberated size. Ugh, but I don't want to eat all that cake. Get liberated. Get liberated.
Now eat the whole thing. Let me watch.
I'm sorry. Let's go back and take a look at a couple more B-roll. These B-rolls of these people looking at this cake is my favorite freaking part of this video. I absolutely love B-roll, dude. I'm a connoisseur.
You have to show
Look at the way she's looking at the cake. So, what do you think they told her to do with this cake that prompted her to act this way? In the comments below, please tell me what you think the director said to her to make her take the cake and just be like... My guess is the director was like, pick up the cake and start examining it like it is a kitten that you think might have gotten hurt. She's like, huh? What's under there? You okay under there? Giving the cake the old once over there.
others that you are being good. Controlling how much you eat is part of what it means.
I like that little apprehensive bite of the lip that you did.
How much you eat is
Do I want this cake? I don't know. Is this even a cake? Is the look on your face.
to be a
Oh, it's a cake. That's the look right there. See the look on her face right there? She's like, oh, nope, that's definitely a cake.
quote
That's a cake. Okay.
good woman. This kind of behavior is
Right, okay, and in the background, Virgie is droning on about feminism and how women are expected to be a part of diet culture and yada yada.
a way for people to keep other people in check through food moralizing, surveillance, and policing.
That's the appropriate look to have on your face when dealing with a cake. Always be apprehensive about a cake. Look at it like you don't quite trust it, like, stupid cake, I got my eye on you. Virgie is droning on in the background about moralizing food and how women are a victim of diet culture and yada yada yada. I'm gonna try to pay attention to what she's saying. It's very difficult when you have all this high quality B-roll footage of people looking at a cake. How do you expect me to pay attention, Virgie? Go to a circus and then you stand out in front of it with a mic and try to give a presentation on a serious topic? Pay no attention to all the hilarious shit going on behind me, okay? We're here to talk about taxes.
These are the mechanisms that are at the core of diet culture and weight control. The idea that you can position yourself as superior to others through self-control and self-denial.
The idea that you can position yourself as superior to others through self-control and denial. Okay, well, how can we make ourselves superior to others if not through self-control? Virgie, if you feel all judged and neurotic every time you get a larger piece of cake, that's on you. You don't have to force everybody else in the whole room to have a bigger piece of cake just so you don't feel as bad. That's literally what's going on here. You know when somebody is going off the rails and they want you to go off the rails with them so they feel better about it? They're like, yeah, have another piece of cake. I'm having one. Come on. Come on. I feel like this is just Virgie doing that on an industrial level, right? Instead of just forcing one people to join you in your debauchery, you're trying to force the whole world. Everybody have a giant piece of cake.
Is super sexist.
What? Hold on.
Self is superior to others through self-control and self-denial is super sexist.
It's sexist to try to lose weight through self-control and, quote, denial. So men came up with the entire concept of losing weight, and every time a woman does it, she's bowing to the patriarchy. I did not know that. I did not know that. Had I known that, I would have became morbidly obese to stick it to them. That'll show them when I can't breathe or get up using my own power anymore. Who hurt you, Virgie? What is this entire everything? And how much did you pay these actresses to stare at this cake? And why weren't there any male actresses? Wait.
CRFIs have a history of creating a hierarchy among women and ultimately in maintaining misogyny.
Don't worry, it's just a cake. It's all right. I know that everybody else had their hands all over it too, but you could still pretend that you want to eat it.
Ultimately in maintaining
Apprehensive, okay.
expectations.
Angry. And I think I saw a little bit of ooh-woo towards the end there. Apprehensive. Angry. Ooh-woo. I'll stop doing that. I'm sorry, man. Oh, I hate that people are going to snip my face going like, or like, or whatever. I don't know, man. It is what it is. All right. Once again, I have to rewind to listen to what Virgie is saying.
Hierarchy among women and ultimately in maintaining misogynist expectations.
All because somebody wanted a smaller piece of cake. Misogynist expectations, hierarchy, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. It's funny when somebody drones on with all these large words that are not relevant to the conversation just so they can look intelligent and fool dumb people. I love that for you.
Watch how this woman demonstrates a different way to engage with cake.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Practice.
No, thank you. So that's acceptable. We can say no? Oh, thank you for saying that we could say no. This was starting to have a certain kind of vibe to it. So it's okay to say no thanks, I don't want any cake. But it's not okay to ask for a smaller slice because of the labor involved with the probably woman cutting the cake. Okay. Geez, that giant piece of cake might give me diabetes. But I don't want to make Jan do extra work. She's already sweating from cutting the first slice, so.
Just taking the cake slice you're given, or simply saying no thanks.
What if I say, okay, thank you for the cake, and then I take it and I just smash it into my face? Here's a pro tip. You say, all right, thank you very much for the cake, and you just go, that looks very good. You just smash it into your face and then just stare at her like this. Is this good enough for you, Virgie? Are you ready to dance, Virgie? You take the frosting and go like this. Come on, Virgie. Why are you getting weird? I thought we liked cake. Let's dance. Let's dance, Virgie. Eat the cake and dance with me, Virgie. And then she's like, all right, man. Yeah, I think I changed my mind about the whole cake thing. Yeah, whatever you're doing over there. Screw cake, dude. Screw cake entirely. I'm leaving. Where are you going, Virgie? We were just getting started. We were just starting to have fun. Come on, dance with me. Dance the dance of life with me. Don't make me get crazy, bruh. I'll double down. You want to see shit get weird? Don't try it with me, dude. I'll take the cake and just start rubbing it all over my body, bro. I'll make shit so weird that you'll never bring a freaking cake into that office again. Okay, how about that? Checkmate.
Don't make other people be your cake nanny.
What, by asking for a smaller piece of cake? I can cut my own smaller piece of cake, actually, you know? You could just leave the knife by the cake and I'll take care of it myself. I don't want to put you out and make you do extra labor. You've clearly been working very hard for a very long time, so I don't want to make you work any harder for any longer.
Because women already have too much on their plate.
Right. You do have too much on your plate. Why don't you just take a break, Virgie? From what? I don't know. Just take 5. Just take 5, all right? Take a load off.
With a sexist culture, navigating underwhelming romantic options.
Navigating underwhelming romantic options. That sounds like a personal problem, Virgie. We ain't even talking about cake now, okay? Now you're going off into left field in your own personal issues. Whatever your romantic issues are, have nothing to do with this cake. Let's stay focused. I can't believe she threw that in there, bro. Underwhelming romantic options because of the patriarchy and this cake. And people didn't have a big enough piece of cake. I don't know why she threw that in there. Your issues are showing, bro. You got to be careful when you start rambling, because sometimes your issues just start falling right out. You got to pick them right back up. Oh, don't want anybody to see how crazy I am. Didn't say all that shit.
And an absurdly inexplicable pay gap.
Well, if you're getting paid to do whatever this is, consider yourself lucky.
So remember, the next time that you're on the verge of committing a CRFI, be an ally to women.
To women? Eating larger pieces of cake is a woman thing? So if I have a smaller piece of cake, I am not being an ally to women. What does eating cake have to do with women? I would like to think that woman is more than a person who eats cake. When I think of woman in my mind, I don't just define it as person who eats cake. I also define it as has boobs. No, I'm just kidding. I don't see how this is a man/woman issue or has anything to do with feminism or the patriarchy or anything. She really went off in left field with that, dude. Like, all right, I got you. Like, okay, don't have a smaller piece of cake because my feelings will get hurt because I feel like everybody's judging me. Okay, I got you. All right, I'm on board with that. All right, you know what? I'm sorry that your feelings hurt and all this type of stuff. Yada, yada, yada. And then she's like, but the patriarchy and keeping women down and blah, 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 blah. What? What? First of all, I cut the cake, okay? I was the one over there and I cut the slice for everybody. And I didn't complain, even though I was sweating bullets the whole time I'm over there cutting. I'm just like, oh, this labor. Oh. It's hilarious to bring up the patriarchy at all in this entire video. That is so bizarre.
Rather than an accomplice to patriarchy. Because, after all, patriarchy doesn't give a fuck about you, girl.
It's so rich.
What patriarchy? What are you talking about? This patriarchy that's always holding you back and stopping you from doing things. Is it in the room now? Is it right here? Is this the patriarchy? Hey, leave that girl alone, patriarchy. She's had enough of your shenanigans. There, we took care of it.
It's so rich. It's so rich.
It's so disgusting. It's literally just sugar and chocolate, and they never even use high quality chocolate for those frostings or anything. It's always disgusting. I like actual chocolate. Chocolate cake doesn't taste like chocolate, really, and chocolate frosting doesn't either. You know what tastes like chocolate? Chocolate. I have some 72% dark chocolate in my fridge right now. It's pretty good. And it bears no resemblance to any kind of chocolate that's in any kind of cake. Not to say that I don't occasionally eat a piece of cake. I do. Once every 15 years, I will have one little sniff of a cake. I will smell it, and I'll say, "Get away from me!" No, every once in a while I'll eat a piece of cake. Why not? I'm not in love with it, though. It's just stupid sugar bread.
It's so rich.
This is the highlight of your day, homie. Oh, my goodness.
It's so rich.
You and Virgie go to the same barber?
It's so rich. Okay, I think that was pretty good.
And then they wrap up the video by saying, "It's so rich. It's so rich. This cake is changing my life for the better." Okay. It's interesting how many people have never done drugs, but go on to do this substance. You can always tell because they act like a junkie, don't they? Like, So she's saying that the patriarchy and diet culture is responsible for women wanting to have a smaller piece of cake. You've all been brainwashed, dum-dums. Instead of the patriarchy, I blame the matriarchy for this whole cake situation because we all learned how to make cake from our grandmas. Check and mate. Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache combing. Anyway, That about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.